training or the session, and then remaining 10 to 15 minutes of the doubt solving and your query analysis and anything you want to ask. So that way we can go for this session. So should I continue it now? Okay. So here no one is asking anything. So let's start the session. So yeah, Dilip. Yeah, you want to say anything? Yes, Dilip. Hello. Okay. Hello, Dilip. You're saying anything, or you just joined? That's fine. So let's start with this session. So in today's session, our main topic is the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. So what we are covering in the technical and the fundamental analysis is that, first of all, what is the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis. Then second point is that points to consider and the similarities and dissimilarities differentiation in technical and fundamental analysis. And third point is about little bit about, I will tell you about the candlestick patterns, how the candles in the stock market forms, how to take how to analyze that candles. That's some two or three candles that I will explain to you, and likewise we can go on. So first topic is that technical and fundamental analysis. So have you guys know actually what is the kind of share market is? Like everyone knows, like in the 9:15 the market opens and 3:30 market gets closed. But anyone has any idea? I am audible, or anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that anyone is having any idea about how the technical analysis or any share market, how the share market works. Like the market opens at 9:15, their market closes by 3:30. There are uh, something like the exceptional trading is going on. Somewhere you can see the market is at a 10% up, market is at 10% down. So there are various things to understand about this. Some things also, while going through the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis, let's go first by step by step. So I will tell you about what is the technical analysis. So technical analysis is nothing but the studying of the charts. Okay, like technical analysis is the history. Okay, you are predicting the future based on this history. So every chart, every candle, every minute, every second in the stock market is different. You can never say like it is based on similar pattern that happened, but something that is based on the history, something like some standards, or not standards, some used on experiments, and some used on history and all, some techniques has been identified. So like if I say one stock has been continuously up, okay, one stock has been continuously up, like for the stock has been at 9:15, the stock at is 5 rupees, then it came up to 10 rupees, then it came up to 15 rupees, then came up to 20 rupees, then came up to 25 rupees. Okay, so these kind of stock is there. So it's nothing like that the stock will continues goes up. Sometime it will came down, because the person who has bought this stock at the price of rupees 5, he will book the profit. Okay, some people buy the stock at the 10 rupees, he will book the profit. So when the profit booking is happening, that means when that people is selling the stock, so the price of the stock will get fall. Okay, then somewhere around that price will also gain a support, like from 25 that price came to 5 12 rupees, then again came to 8 rupees, then again people will jump to buy the stock at 8 rupees, the people will buy, then again the price will go to 10, then again price will go to 12. So these kind of things happens in the stock market. So based on these things, the technical analysis works. So in technical analysis, we predict the chart, future price of the chart based upon the chart history, the candlestick patterns, and their reversal point, their entry points. So that we analysis. Then second is about the fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is of the company, whereas the technical analysis, you can go for the company as well as for the index, like the Nifty is there, the bank Nifty, like the combination of stocks of the banks, that is called the Nifty banks. So that is the there. Then again, there is a currently, if you are saying everyone is having the COVID situation, so because of the COVID, the all other sectors are coming down, but the pharma sector is as a well versed, as a very good, because they are doing continuously testing. Their news-based trading is going on, so that you can do in the technical as well as fundamental analysis. Whereas in fundamental analysis, you only study respect of the companies. Like if I am studying about the Reliance, so if Reliance company, I majorly like about the Reliance company. That is, if you see all the companies in this during a period of lockdown of 3 months, mostly the everyone's profit came down, everyone's share price came down and again came up. But the Reliance is the company is that whose share price was as 900 around at the start of the February or March, and it hit to 2200. So that is the based on news based trading. So that is come under the technical analysis. Like every weekend or something like Friday, someone announcing from the Facebook or someone from the Google that they have bought the stake in Reliance Jio. So that is called, so the technique, that is the technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is like looking at the company's balance sheet, profit and loss, their price to earning ratio, what the shareholders are actually getting, that is the earning per share or the dividend, or the kind of price growth. If you say about the price growth, so for the price growth, there are two exceptional examples. Both are from the tire industry only. One is the Eicher Motors and one is the MRF, if you know, because the MRF is currently at the trading around somewhere around 50-55,000. I have not tracked it down, but it gave a huge around at 75,000. That is a one share of 75,000 rupees. So that is the kind of fundamental analysis. If I give you an example, around 2 to 3 years back, while I was going through CNBC and as news channels, so one person has asked his query regarding the MRF shares, and you know what was this query is? Like he said, now all the shares are in demat form. Okay, but demat is you can trade the shares whenever you want. But he was having share copy he was having. So that guy told that the news reporter that, sir, I have 20,000 of MRF shares. And that time, one price of MRF share was trading at around 65,000 rupees. So that is kind of 130 crore rupees of shares he was having. So that is the fundamental analysis works very good on the long term share. That he didn't bought that 20,000 shares. His father or grandfather somewhere bought those 25,000 shares, and now he was holding that shares when that price was 65,000 rupees. So that kind of technical and fundamental analysis works. Technical analysis is basically for the short term, like the intraday or the scalping purpose of the week. The scalping purpose is like that, based trading based on the small time. Like if you can say, I did a trade at 10 a.m. and exited 10 from trade, that is 10:15. Within a 15 minutes of trade, I exited from my trade and I booked a profit of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. So that is the kind of scalping, like in the short period of time. Like I entered a trade at a 917 when the market opened at 950 on my trading analysis and exited my trade on 930. So that kind of analysis generally works on technical. So now, as going to the second part, I am about to say what is technical analysis. So technical analysis, that I said, that is the based upon the history we predict the future. Second, there are many technical structures like technical patterns. First is many people uses head and shoulder, like we have a body formation that is the head and shoulder. Then some people uses cup and handle, like if you cup and handle is like if you take your tea cup. Okay, so how the structure of that tea is that it started from the top, then it goes to bottom, then again it cup to top, then the cup handle is that again that handle is come to down. Okay, that is kind of the head and shoulder pattern. So there are various patterns, like there are Elliott waves. I use the harmonic pattern, and then Hikenashi. So there are various technical analysis, technical patterns are there. Technical analysis, as I'm saying, something sometimes also it happen on the news based trading, like Reliance was happening on the news based trading. Like every weekend earlier for last 1 year, someone is investing in the Reliance, like Google is investing, Geo, Facebook is investing. So the Reliance stock is going up. Then sometimes it happens like there are RBI meetings of the rate review, like your provisioning or something like ratios that we have CLR or SLR ratios meeting are there. So on that basis, the bank stocks goes up and down. Then if I give you one example, which is currently going on, is regarding to the telecom industry. So the telecom industry currently, the AGR dues are currently, the Supreme Court is hearing the AGR dues. So that is what will be the Supreme Court decision. If it goes in the favor of the telecom companies, then the stock price of telecom companies will go up. If it not goes up telecom companies, then the price of telecom companies go down. Similarly, if the telecom company's price goes up, that means the banks, they have to issue the guarantee to the telecom companies. So the banks Supreme Court decision came favor into the telecom. Then the banks will have their NPAs, will have their defaults. So this function based on the bank situation. As I give you example of pharma companies. So every currently many pharma companies like Sun Pharma is there. Then there are many other companies are there. So those pharma companies, pharma sectors, that is currently based trading on the COVID, because they are having the research with regarding to COVID. So that is the news based trading we are in. Then also the technical analysis works on the uh, index trading, then stock trading both as well. Index is like Nifty, Bank Nifty, where you can't take a physical delivery of stock, because like ITC, SBI, Reliance, then Sun Pharma, Idea, you can take a physical delivery. Like I bought these shares, and it will take 2 trading days to have account shares in my account. Then I sold the shares. But in the Nifty, Bank Nifty, it is nothing like that. The trading based on the physical delivery. It is compulsory on the hedging, or like a gambling. But you cannot say the technical analysis or the stock market is a gamble, because gamble is like you cannot predict what is the outcome. Here the people are getting more successful, more technical analysis. Even I am getting my charts correct. So that is kind of the basis on the, not a gambling, but the risk reward ratio should be very much good in the technical analysis. Second is what is the fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis, I told, like studying about the company's share, cash flow, balance sheet, profit and loss, their net debt. Okay, so currently, if you see, the Reliance is the one of the famous company. Like the Reliance announced in this his March and something last year January, that he wants to have his company's debt-free company. That is, the net debt is zero. Okay, so he, in the period of the lockdown, he has around many investment from the Facebook, Google, and the many other other uh, digital platform companies, and became a debt free company in the 4 years of the span, 4 months of the span. So that is kind of a net debt. Then again there is a promoter and institutional holding we need to see. Like promoter and institutional holding is like that, what are the strong institutions, are whether they are buying the shares, or whether they are the selling the shares, or the mutual fund companies. Like the mutual fund companies, like the Birla Sun Life Insurance, or Bharat, other LIC is there, life insurance company is there. Then Tata Mutual Fund is there. So if the mutual fund is companies, because what we understand is that we are the small traders, okay, but the big players who are playing the market, okay, like if there is one example, like one person from if you have known the name, or you have heard the name of the Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, okay, he was one type the small investor, okay, but now he is kind of the angel investor, or you can also consider as an institutional investor, okay. He was in the many companies boards, okay. So that kind of, if those players are increasing their stock, their shareholding in the company, or what they are playing, so that also plays important analysis in fundamental analysis kind of thing. Then second part is that we have to consider about the points to consider in technical and fundamental analysis. Uh, is everyone getting my point, or should I take it slowly and make it a more, or should I go on?
So we are getting, you can take it on.
Okay, okay, sure. So the second point, some of the points that to consider in technical and fundamental analysis both. Okay. First is we have to consider as the price to earning ratio, that is the PE ratio. So how we considered about the PE ratio is, significant important. So price to earning ratio is that how much my share price is going to affect if my earnings drop down. Like suppose if that my price to earning ratio is 23, okay, and the industry, means the industry what I am in, okay, like the Reliance, if I say the or Reliance, or say the SBI, okay, if SBI price to earning ratio is 15, okay, and the overall banks, that means the bank nifty or the overall bank index, their index price to earning ratio is 10 rupees. That means my share price is more volatile. Okay, that means it is a ratio of 1 to 1.5. Okay, that means if overall bank index or overall bank that has changed 1 rupees, so my share price will move to 1.5 times. That is upwards or downwards. Okay, anything can be possible. Okay. Then second point is that the net debt. So net debt, what I am telling about is that that is the most important. Like how much borrowing you are having, okay, in your company. That is the net debt part. Okay. Like suppose if I am having the 15 rupees of borrowings, and against that I am just having 10 rupees of the cash flow. Okay. That is my company's asset, total liquid asset. Then I am not able to satisfy my borrowings. Okay, that was the Reliance did. He was having the net debt was not in his favor, so he bring out the cash. Okay, and then now he is having a surplus of assets and surplus of liquid assets to buy off or to pay his debts. Okay, that is kind of the net debt. Then other is that the EPS thing. So EPS is that the actual shareholders that we get. Okay. So everything, like company earned 100 rupees, they spent 50 rupees. So 50 rupees is the balance. And on that 50 rupees, company paid 20 rupees as the tax. Okay. So balance 30 rupees is there. Okay. So on the 30 rupees, how much the shareholders will get? So that is the kind of earning per share that impacted very much important role on this earning price share in the equity market, in every market. Then there is a price growth. So that I am sharing Eicher Motors and MRF. Like suppose when the Eicher motor was at around 10 years or 12 years back, somewhere around Eicher motor was at around 10 rupees or 100 rupees was 100 rupees or 200 rupees was trading. Okay. So that time someone has not taken the bullet. Okay. That the bullet is the product of the Eicher motors that we used as a bike. So someone has not taken the Royal Enfield and invested that amount into the Eicher motors. So how much that amount would have been today? Okay, that is came to around 20,000 rupees per share around somewhere back. Okay, but the main point is the price to growth is that, like if I'm telling about the MRF share, so MRF share was trading was around at 65,000 somewhere. Now around it has 50, 40, 50,000 or 55,000, I don't know. But that share, then the volatility comes down because I am a single player. Okay, I cannot buy the one share of MRF. That is the 65,000 rupees. I cannot invest a small share of my only one share for my 65,000. So the volatility in the price, that is the Eicher Motors or the MRF, was too high. So now what Eicher Motor did? MRF didn't did what Eicher Motor. Eicher Motor have split their share price. Okay, that is, if you say the 23,000 was the market value of the share. Okay, and the face value of that share is 10 rupees. So Eicher Motor has just last around in the AGM they have approved the last week. They have split that share, okay, of 10 rupees to the 1 rupees. So the price of the share of the 23,000 now will again come down to 2,300 or something, 2,500 rupees. So that means I am a single player. I can buy the shares of Eicher Motor now. Okay, which was I was not able to have in the 23,000 shares. So that sometimes happens in the splitting or bonus. Okay. Now next point, if we go, okay, to this is that the understanding of the candle, how the candlestick pattern forms. Okay, how the candlestick patterns form. So like when the market, so there are basically I will be explaining three candles. There are more candles also. There is a green candle, okay, there is a red candle, and there is a doji. So green candle is that if suppose at the 9:30 or 9:15 the share opens at 10 rupees or a share opens at 20 rupees, okay, and when comes to at the 3:30, okay, when there is a 3:30 or somewhere in the mid of the time only, suppose the share is opened at 20 rupees and then the shares came to 22 rupees. So the close price of the share, that is current price of the share, is more than the open price, that is the opened at the morning. So it is a green candle. Then again one is that there is a red candle, that is the price which at the open at the morning, okay, and the current price is less than the closing price, that is open price is greater than the close price. So like if the share price is share is opened at the 20 rupees but currently it is at 12 rupees, so that is the red candle. And the doji candle, is that is the indifference candle. That means the buyers as well as the sellers are the share market are completely confusion. Okay, so they are confusion, like if suppose the price is at opened at rupees, I will show you the candles also in the actual market. So the suppose the price is at opens at the 20 rupees, it goes to 30 rupees. Okay, the candle is in the green candle. Okay, but when it comes to market at 3:30, the again the close price of the share is as 22 rupees or 21 rupees. Means even after share going to the above high level of 30, the prices has came down to 20 or 22. That means the buyers are not in the position to take the price high. Okay. Similarly, for the seller also, like if the share price of is opened at 25 rupees, it came down to 15 rupees. Okay, suppose at the 10:30 the price at the 15 rupees, but when the market is at closing around 3:30, the price of that share is coming around to say like 17, you can say around 20 rupees or 22 rupees. That means the sellers are not in the position to take the price down. Okay, so this gives us the total thing of the share price. Now I will show you some of wait, I will show you some of the charts. Okay, just wait. Just wait for 2 minutes. I will show you how the actual candle works. Okay, how the actual candle happens in the market. Okay, you can take any example. Are you able to see my screen? Hello?
No, sir.
Yes, 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 Pragnesh. I will show the how the actual screen, how the actual this is going happen, how technical analysis is charts is there, or the candles is there. Just I am going into the SBI. Okay, SBI chart. Yeah, just wait. So are you able to screen my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is kind of candle what I'm speaking. Okay, so if you consider, okay, this this is the green candle. If you consider this as a green candle, okay, then this is the open price. That means the price, the market opened, this is the 1 day, okay, 1 day candle. So market opened at around 196. Okay, then the price has gone to, how much price has gone to 204 or 205. Then again the price has come to 202, 203. So if I say this point, okay, this my cursor is that this is the low of the candle. That means in, if you see this, okay, if you see that the low of the candle is 194, so price has been went to 194. Open price is 196, low price is 194.60. What is the high price? This is the high price. This is the high price. Okay, this is the low price of that share. Okay, this, and this is the green candle. Okay, then about the red candle. So this, if you see about the red candle, okay, so when the market had opened at 9:15, the price is as 210 202. Then the price went to high, okay, that is 203, but it didn't sustain the level of 204, 203. Then again when the market is about to close, the price again come to down to 194. Then again this price also didn't sustain. Then finally when the market closed, the price is as the 196. So here in this is here in 1 minute. Okay, so here in this is the high price, this is the low price. Okay, then this is the open, this is your open, and this price is your close. So this way the price happens, like the open, this is the high price. This is the high price. This is the low price. Okay, this is the low price. This is the high price. This is the open. Okay, this is the open, and this is the close. Okay, this is the close. So when the open price is greater than close price, okay, there is a red candle that I have explained. Okay, if you see my presentation, there is a, if the open is greater than my close, then there is a red candle. If open is, if close is my greater than my open, then there is a green candle. And I am talking about the doji. Okay, so doji candle, if you see this candle, this candle, this is the doji candle. Okay, this is the doji candle. Okay, here the buyers as well as the sellers both are in difference. Okay, the price, the market opened at 195. Okay, the high is 196. Okay, the low is 193, 193.75, and again the close, that is the open is equal to high. Okay, somewhere in the range, that is the, there is no much difference between the open and the close price, that is the doji candle. There are various doji candles. Okay, if you if you see here, okay, this is also doji candle. Okay, the buyers and sellers are not in the position to identify what is the happening in the market. Okay, these are the continuous green candles. Okay, so the buyers knows that the market will go up. These are the continuous the red candles. Okay, so the sellers know the market will go down. But here in this, the buyers and sellers are indifferent. If then you see there is a green candle, there is a doji, and there is a red candle, because no one knows what is currently happening. Then this is the signal. Okay, this is the buying signal. Okay, this is the buying signal that the market will go up. Okay, so from 186 the market went to 202, 201. Okay, that is around of 10 to 12 points of profit. Okay, you can book. So this kind of technical analysis you can have. Okay, like here also you can see. Okay, here there is a green candle, but there is a red candle. Okay, so there is no there is a confusion that what will be, what is the happening. Then again, when this this close has been completed, this is completed, the market moved into the upper part. Okay, so from 163 to market went to 189, around 20 points, 20 points of profit is there. Okay, 20-25 points of profit is there. Similarly, if you see, okay, here there is a red candle and there is a big gap down. Okay, that means there is a gap. Okay, here in the technical language we called it as a gap. Okay, so once this is the gap down is there, then the market will go in continue in the downfall. So you see from 170 to market has gone to 150. Okay, that is around 20 points of fall. Okay, so this kind of technical analysis, this kind of technical thing generally we do in the analysis. There are various other things also, like if I show you some of my charts. Okay, so one minute. Yeah. So some of my charts are here where I have the technical indicators and technical thing where I can see what price is actually moving. So generally, I works in a 15 minutes of. I said that 10 minutes. Okay, so I showed is a 1 day chart. Okay, SBI 1 day chart. Okay, that I showed you SBI. Okay, so this is the 1 day chart of the SBI. Okay, so here similarly you can see there are charts of 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour. You can, based on your trading pattern, trading thing, you can do your trading analysis. Okay. So this kind of technical and trading analysis generally we do in the market, and based on that we take the trades and the other things. So like anything you want to ask now, or because majorly these kind of technical things only we do. Hello, you are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So generally these kind of things are there in the market. There are various other things also, like I have explained in my first chart, like the Fibonacci retracement, or some Elliott waves, and some other things also that we there, that are the advanced techniques there. So this is kind of the basic understanding on the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, how what points to consider in technical analysis, then what other things to do, what is your first in the identifying the technical analysis, you need to identify what is your risk ratio. Okay, the risk ratio, that suppose is the most important thing that we do in the kind of technical analysis. Suppose if you are having assuming the profit of 10 rupees, then what is the risk ratio? That is you should have 1:1 risk ratio, or 1:2 risk ratio. Like for 10 rupees of profit, there is a loss of 10 rupees, or 5 rupees of loss and 10 rupees of profit. So that kind of risk to reward ratio you need to identify, because we cannot trade in the market unless we have a specific risk reward ratio. Otherwise your whole capital will be wiped off in the stock market. Like not in the your this equity, because equity you still have the physical shares, but in the options and the futures, or in the derivative market, you need to have specify your risk reward. So that's the main important thing in the technical market. Uh, so that's all from my side. Is anything you want to ask? Anything is there to let me know where you have any queries. If you want any recap on the chapter or something like that, anything you can ask on it.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us such an informative session. If you
Yeah.
have any queries, put it down in the chat section. Also, let's have photo session. So please turn on your cameras to make it a memorable day.
Also, I have mentioned my phone and the mail ID, where you can drop me a message and thing. Concept of trend line. Okay, how to apply that in the chart? Can you last part again? Okay, last part. Shraddha, which is the last part you are saying? Can you please tell me? Trend line I will explain once again. Okay, so one minute. Okay. So are you able to see my screen? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. We are
yeah.
able to see.
Okay. Okay. So trend line, how trend line works? Okay. So trend line is nothing like your, you need to consider to high and low to low points. Okay. Okay. This is, I will be considering the 1-day chart of the same SBI that I am showing. Okay. So, okay. So here is the trend line I'm showing you. Trend line. Okay. So if you see, there are the vertical and horizontal trend lines. Both you can do. Okay. So in the vertical trend line, this is my low point. Okay. Wait. What happened? Okay. So this is my low point of the chart. Okay. If I from low to low, if I am joining here. Okay. So this kind of thing is my support line. Okay. This is my support line. If this support line breaks, okay, around at 190, 192, then the share will go down. Okay. Something like that. Then again, there is a resistance point is that. Okay. So if you see the resistance, okay. So here you can see the resistance. Okay. So this way, or even you can have this resistance line also, because this is giving multiple, this price is not going up of this chart. Okay, if you see this, the price is not going up. Okay, it is going up, then coming down, going up, then again coming down, then again touching this point, then again coming down, then again touching this point, then again coming down, then again touching this point, then coming down. Here also it gave a breakout. Okay, it closes about this trend line, but again it comes down, so it is considered as my resistance level. So this is my, so if the SBI is closes above anything 200, okay, 200, 199, and you can say 200 is my logical resistance also. Somewhere like logical resistance is like that. uh, the price is toward, like the market is there, like the Reliance is there, that Reliance is not going up about 2200. So 2200 is the logical resistance. If it goes to 2200, then the next logical resistance is at the 2300. So similarly, this 200 level, that, okay, this is considered, you can see as a logical resistance also, where I am not able to close, okay, the price about 200, this. Okay, similarly, if you see, okay, one minute. So this kind of thing, one, okay. So if you see at the February and March, so when the COVID announced, that is around some lockdown got announced, that is in the month of the March, okay, this. So all the shares was at the high at that time. Then due to this COVID, everyone came down. Okay, everyone has came down, and now they are struggling to again go back. But these prices are giving the continuous resistance in the charts. Okay, like if you see the ITC, there are various charts. Okay, okay. Similarly, you can see, okay, in the ITC. So my trend line is actually working from here to somewhere in this range. Okay, is my this one is my support line is there. Then again, you can consider this. Okay, because if you see, the price has gone here, then again come down, then March here, then again prices is going up, then again come down. So this is also, you can called as a triangle. Okay, if you see, this is called as a triangle. There are multiple terms in the market. if this if this is closed above this line 209, then the price will of the share will go up, because it will be considered as a triangle breakout. Okay, this is as a, I will call it as a triangle breakout. Okay, so this kind of thing are there in the market. Yeah, so any questions, are your points getting cleared or something? What about LNT? Okay, what are those indicators as per you in technical analysis that opposed to lagging indicators? So Vinod, you are saying about the lagging indicators. Okay, so lagging indicators are like, one is called is at the VWAP. Okay, okay, I will say, just give you one lagging indicator is my VWAP. Okay. Okay, VWAP. Okay, so this happened. So the VWAP is my volume weighted average price. So this is my lagging indicator. Okay, because this is deriving the price. This, you see the green line, green trend line over here. This is the VWAP point. Okay, so this is deriving my price from my last previous candles. Okay, so this is because this is the VWAP price. So VWAP is my one of the lagging indicator. Lagging indicators means the prices or the indicators that showing the giving your signals on the previous candles or previous 10 candles, previous 15 candles. Like your moving average was there, 10-day moving average, 15-day moving average, 50 days moving average. So moving averages derived your price from past candles. So that is your kind of moving averages. Okay, what about the LNT? Okay, actually I can't give you each and every chart over here right now. So just if you want, you can ping me in the messages, because we have some short of time. And others also like that, what are the leading indicators? So leading indicators are like, one leading indicator is like ADX. Okay, that your uh, uh, exchange is that as a your advanced decline ratio. So those are kind of leading indicators. ADX is there. Then there are some indicators. Majorly, the most of the indicators are lagging indicators. I generally use VWAP and MACD, those kind of indicators only. Then algorithm trading. So algorithm trading, I am not having that one one ask about the algorithm trading and arbitrage concept. So algorithm trading, I am not having that much of any means using of softwares, and that is kind of algorithm trading. And arbitrage is kind of taking a buy and sell at the similar price. So similar price, like I am buying Nifty at 196, where the current Nifty price is at the 197, and I am expecting a fall and some. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, VWAP and are the lagging indicators. So arbitrage is kind of, you can say it as a hedging. That means buying and selling at the both times. That is kind of your arbitrage concept. Okay, that means buying also and selling also. Hello, my voice is audible. Hello.
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah. So that what I am telling, that uh, arbitrage is kind of buying and selling at the same time. Okay, that means hedging. You will call it as a hedging position. Okay, that is the arbitrage. Like if I am going to, I just show you one Nifty chart. Okay, so currently Nifty it as a 11,389. Okay, on day. So currently, so what I will do, I will buy Nifty at 11,500. Okay, and sell Nifty at 11,400 level. Okay, that is the buying and selling at the same time. That is called the hedging. Okay, that means I am even though the market has gone really up, or even the market has gone really down, I will be at limited loss, but the profit of this is very high. Okay, very kind of not the high you can say, but that is minimal profit that you can expect in the hedging concept. As breakout and still bullish market regarding Nifty index. So Nifty currently you consider today as a breakout and still bullish market. I am considering Nifty should fall at some. I am expecting Nifty at some downfall. Okay, on my basis of my charts. So let's see, because there are various things are currently going on. Okay, so as a correction you can't see, you can't say as a correction, but you can see we have to be call it as a retracement. Like I'm giving you example, I've gave you example, like suppose someone bought the shares at the 5 rupees, okay, and he holded shares till 25, then at the 25 he will sell the shares, okay, then the price will come again to 25 to 22, then 22, then 18, then again from 18 the price will go to move up, okay, 18 to again the price will go to 20, again 21, then 25. So that kind of correction means you can't say like the price of share is 25 and then the correction has been gone to 10 rupees or 12 rupees. The correction happened already in the market in the month of March and February and March. That is the when we had the COVID and the lockdown facility. Yeah. So, okay, retracement to 10,880. No, 7,500 is very difficult. 7,500. One of my colleagues and where my friends and my friend circle is saying that if as a joke I am saying, if the Nifty has again come down to 7,500, and 7,000 level, sell the investments you have and again buy at the Nifty ETF, that you will give and invest in the Nifty, because that is the too much correction that we are having, because we can't see at the 7,500. 10,880 can we have? Yeah, yes, correct, your Nifty Bs is correct.